Good morning, students. Now we are going to learn about supplementary crossing the river. Crossing the River was written by Manoj Das. He was born on 1934. He was an award-winning Indian author who writes in Odia and English. In 2000, Manoj Das was awarded with Saraswati Samman. He was awarded Padma Shri in 2001, the fourth highest civilian award in India for his contribution in the field of literature and education. Kendra Sahitya Akademi has bestowed its highest award, that is Sahitya Akademi Award Fellowship. His deeper guest led him to musician and he has been an inmate of Sri Aurobindo Ashram in Puducherry since 1963. Now enter the story. The celebrated Pandit had many disciples and admirers. Among them was the landlord of the area who lived on the other side of the river. The landlord had commissioned a poor milkmaid. Her name was Muti. She was supply a tumbler full of milk to the Pandit every day in the morning. The milkmaid discharged her duty faithfully, day after day. She crossed the river by the help of a ferry boat and returned home in the same way. After delivered the milk at the Pandit's household. Often the Pandit himself received the milk. Moti protested before him. She did not fail in her duty even if on smoke days it rained heavily. What a great privilege is to serve a great Pandit. Who would sympathize with her for her continues. The Pandit was an elegant speaker. Whenever he had a discourse, hundreds of people gathered to listen to him. The milkmaid too made it a point to stand behind the audience. Not that she understood much, but she was sure that the Pandit was speaking about God and truth and similar thought and complex matters. How much knowledge the man must be possessing to hold so many people spellbound for hours. Only one who is very near to God and truth can command such wisdom, she thought. She was happy that she made a humble contribution towards the Pandit's physical well-being by regularly supplying him with pure milk. Even if the landlord fails to pay me for the milk and my labor, I will not fail in my duty, she resolved. One day, while receiving the milk, the Pandit told Moti, "Woman, can you bring the milk at the least an hour before the sunrise for only a month? I am under a vow for performing a certain ritual for which I need the milk that early." "I will do as you say, O master," the milkmaid assured him enthusiastically. But the next day, by the time she reached the Pandit's house, it was already daybreak. "Pardon me, master, for my lapse, but what could I do?" said the milkmaid apologetically. "I was present on the bank of the river long before sunrise, but the boatman did not turn up that early even though I had informed him of the need for me to cross the river while it was still dark. He said since the river is in spat, it would not be possible for him to ply the boat in darkness." He said, You could not cross the river without the boatman, eh? I wonder how then the mystics say that one could cross even the ocean of life, but uttering the name of Vishnu, commented the Pandit jokerly, sure that the poor woman would hardly understand the importance of his wise observation. "Well, sir, nobody had told me that," said Moti in a murmur. "That is secret," said the Pandit once again jokerly. "Who but a spice and a great sake like you could ever know such secrets? Thank you, sir, passing it on to me, said Moti. The bandit could not check himself from bursting into a loud guffaw at a woman's naivety. Days passed. The period of the bandit's vow come to an end. He told the milkmaid, Moti, I must say that you have served me every well. I appreciate the pain you took in getting up in the small house and milking the cow and delivering the milk to me at dawn. I bless you. Moti bowed to him. So, sir, from tomorrow I report as before soon after the sunrise. Is that all right? Fine, said the bandit, and then he remembered the boatman. Moti, he said, tell the boatman how pleased I am with him. But, sir, I never bothered him, knowing well that he would not come that yearly, said Moti. Who then piled the boat for you? Boat? Why, sir, I did not need any boat. How then did you cross the river? Good God, muttered Moti. You, who can remember hundreds of pages of scriptures, forget the secret you passed on to me the other day. What do you mean? Asked the bandit, inscrutable. I just utter the name of Vishnu and walk across the river. The water remains ankle deep for me. Ankle deep, but isn't the river in spade, isn't it? Fact that even the hottest summer there's enough water in the river for boats to ply, asked the bandit. But I apply the secret. Moti was surprised that the bandit had totally forgotten his own secret formula. I see. So now you remember, said Moti, feeling happy. From tomorrow I will take recourse to the boat. Let me apply the secret for the last time. Hold returning today. Moti stepped out onto the road. It was foggy dawn. No doubt the woman was hiding him, concluded the bandit, and followed her tiptoe. Upon reaching the river bank, Moti put her empty bar down and with folded hands paid obeisance to the river. Then picking up the boat, she stepped into the river. Struck dumb, the bandit saw her crossing the river, walking with ease. The bandit almost fainted while demonstrating the miracle of faith. The story also draws a contrast between scholarship and innocence, between the knowledge which scholarship secures but which remains a mere theory, and the knowledge that works through one's complete faith and surrender to the Lord. Thank you, students. I hope you are understand. Thank you.